Corey Price here from Landmark Trucks LLC, Cookeville, Tennessee. One of the 700 plus international truck dealerships across the United States. You'll see behind me is a 77 International Transtar 2 4070B cab over. And back in 1977, 40 years ago, this was the top of the line truck. Had a power steering, air conditioning, and the option you could have got air ride back then, but it was top of the line. But today I want to do a walk around on the all new 2018 International LT road tractor and show you what we've come to make and how it's a great truck and some of the new features that we've come out with. Fast forward 40 years and we've got the 2018 International LT. This truck replaces our ProStar line, but it's a aggressive improvement on the ProStar line. I want to go over some of the features we've improved. Fast forward 40 years from the Transtar 2 to the all-new 2018 International LT truck, and you'll see how far we truly have come. I want to show some features today that we've done on this truck that makes it unique to it. I want to show you our grill is unique in the fact that it's lower than our previous model, and which gives you better fuel economy and more aerodynamics. It's a different design to give it a more aggressive look. We've improved the bumper with a better design. We've got new style headlights, which you can get in an option of all LED. We've went to one arm pedestal mirrors on the hood, which takes away the two bracket piece which was in the previous model. And I want to show you something else. In the ProStar line, you had one handhold to pull the hood over. On the new LT, we have the two handhold, which makes it easier to pull the hood over. Right here, if you'll look, you'll see the all new Cummins X15 engine, which ranges in horsepowers from 400 to 605 horsepower, and you can get. And we also offer the all-new International 826 engine, which ranges from 400 to 475 horse. You'll see we have a complete engine line that'll meet any person's needs. And you can, with the new Cummins engine, we have the single canister design on the all-new DEF system, which is lighter weight, gives you a more payload capacity, and is a simpler design and less cost when has to be worked on or replaced. One of the many useful features that International has done on this truck is the color-coded air lines and hoses that runs from the firewall here all the way back to the end of the frame on all their lines. It's more efficient for the mechanic, and he can trace any issues that might come along. And we're trying to be efficient, less downtime for the customer. Something else we've done on this new truck is on the previous model, it was the mirror design had a top bracket that mounted to the door, and over time it would pull on the top of the door. We've went to the one arm pedestal design, which is very stout, and made a wider mirror and positioned it when the driver's sitting in the seat so that he can see better. Gives a better view and not having the less to turn his head the way it's positioned. And our doors we've strengthened and added more steel where they're stronger and they're more resistant to pulling away or sagging over use of time. We've come up with our aerodynamics and wind tunnel testing. They've come up with a more aerodynamic skirt system that is better fuel economy and easier to better steppage to get in, with easy access to the batteries, so you can do work on those or change if need be. And then after they've done this, we've come back here on the all-new LT. Some of the features in the interior that I'd like to go over, of course, is our all-new dash here that has all the gauges and gives you an option of virtual gauges instead of the round gauges that most people are used to. This has got the virtual gauge, and one of the many features that we have on this actual gauge is load on your drive axles, your load axle capacity. Very nice feature on a truck, so you know what you're hauling. we've went and on the new trucks, we've went to a nicer switch design. It's a three position toggle switch design with the lettering etched into it so that it won't rub off and you'll know what each switch is for, like some previous models had. We also have a control here, a easy back and forth OK toggle switch for your virtual gauges. And then we still give you the option of the round gauge for different models. You can fill this panel up with the round gauge. And we also offer USB ports on these trucks, standard factory. These trucks have the steering wheel controls for your cruise control, your light dimmer switch, and also for the Bluetooth control on the so you can answer your phone without having to take your eyes off the road. We've placed our Bluetooth speaker in the doorpost at a design where it's easy to pick up what's being said. One of the biggest features that it's been common in trucking for years is the air horn pull on the door. International went away from that, and driver complaint was they all wanted to pull air horn back. So by popular demand, we've got the air horn pull back on the door for safety features and for when the kid passes you by.
Go.
Something else I want to point out, in our previous model, the gear shift was a push button type over here, but it stuck out from when the driver got out of the seat to go to the sleeper berth. He would hit his knee lots of times. We've removed that and moved our, on the automatic models, the gear shift up here to the steering pedestal. And its setup design is, it's a twist knob to engage the gears. You can pull down on it for your Jake 1, 2, 3 design, and then if you need to go in manual mode, just tap the end of the shifter and keep tapping to shift up or down if you need manual mode. It's a very easy design, very cost efficient, and it gets up out of the way where the driver has plenty of room. Something else I'd like to point out, on our previous model, we had a dash that come in and took some of your leg room. We've brought the dash back in to give the passenger more leg room. We've moved our fuse panel up here under this cover, which is an easy pop-out design with all of them labeled here. And if you'll notice, the little ring around it is a tray. If somebody was to spill something, it's got a outlet here that catches that so you don't get your fuse panel wet or hurt it in any way. It's a very efficient design, and for you, the customer, in mind. You'll notice on our sleeper design, in the previous model, we had just an airbag design. We've strengthened up the suspension, got a torching bar, got a 2 airbags plus shocks to give you the most comfort when you're running team, one person sleeping and one person driving. If you'll notice, the engine is running on this truck at this particular time. You'll notice how quiet it is. It's very sound efficient outside and inside as you're riding down the road, so that you can hear everything that's going on around you, and you're able to hear on your phone and everything. This truck here was designed by International with the customer in mind to make it the most fuel efficient, the most comfort efficient, the most comfortable truck out there on the market. The designs, everything that I showed you was an improvement that was for you, the customer. And today, if you're interested in an all-new LT, you can come see me or one of the many international salespeople all across the United States.